Hello everyone and welcome back to your almost weekly, I guess, give or take, Blackstone Fortress video, and today our band of intrepid adventurers have invested 4 clues, and as a result we are going to the Deathmaze. It sounds exceptionally pleasant there. So we're going to do this in 2 parts again. So this is going to be the descent down to the Deathmaze, and then the Deathmaze itself will be in a separate video. We did the Deathmaze in the digital version of this, so I am familiar with it already. But the path for it actually wants you to mix the entire challenges and combats together and just draw 4. So it could be 4 challenges, it could be 4 combats. I prefer it being stuck down the middle, so I randomized 2 challenges and 2 combats. So the journey down is definitely 2 combats with a couple of challenges mixed in. That's not the way the book says to do it, that's the way I prefer to do it, so that's the way we're doing it. And yeah, they're ready to go. These 4 clues are now going to get shuffled back into the discovery deck, and we are going to take on the Deathmaze. Everyone is as they were left them. Pious Vorn has an incantation Doom, a bionic eye, and the Dark Age weapon from a previous Stronghold. UR25 has explosive munitions, bionic muscles, which I'm not sure how they help a robot, but I guess they do, a Phoenix rune, and the Spindle Drone amulet. Amelin has her Inspire, the thing that makes her inspire at the start of a mission. She also has a Phantasm rune and a rune of Witnessing, and most of the clues had been on her person, so she's got plenty of inventory space now. Janus Drake has his secret agenda, so he is starting inspired. He also has the Splinter Pistol from the mission we did last time, the side quest we did. He also has Hellfire Shells, a Plasma Bomb, a Melter Bomb, a Tuskblade. He has too many things. Hopefully some of them will get used this time, probably once we're in the Deathmaze itself. But that's as we are going, and I guess before we go any further I should just go straight to pulling a card, because if it's a combat that means I can go get it set up. So we'll just push that to the side. We will draw our first card, and it is a combat. It is a combat from the Amble expansion. Okay, well, let's see what our 3 combat groups are. Combat group 1 is 4 Urgles. Combat group 2 is a Boreworm infestation, so close again to getting the Amble. And then hostile group 3, 6 Trader Guardsmen. Not bad. So the combat is set up. Here is the 6 Guardsmen, the 1 Boreworm infestation right smack dab in the middle, and then the 4 Urgles down here. There's many potential exits. 2, 1, 1, and then 1 all the way up there. We have our Destiny dice for the initial round, of which we lose 2 of them. That's okay. We'll keep the 2, 3, and the 5. And we'll draw initiative cards. There's a 4 in here that isn't used for this, so we'll just discard it for now when we find it, because these are all pre-shuffled. So hostile group 3 is the Guardsman. That's the Boreworm infestation, and that's the 4 I just mentioned. We'll get rid of that. UR25, hostile group 1, that's the Urgles, Janus, and then this will be Amelin. Okay, we have our order. Now we need our activation dice. 1, 3, 5, 6 for Janus. Amelin. 1, 3, 4, 5. UR. 2, 3, 5. And then Pious Vorn, who has a good chance to inspire here. Wow, 4, 4, 4, 5. Alright, and Vorn is going first. Yeah, I guess we'll just go with her. We can we lay down fire? Inferno is a 4+, so we totally can. She'll spend 2 4s to move 6 in total, because each one is moved 3. So she'll go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Let's go 3. And then she'll spend a 4 to lay down her Inferno. So anyone that steps on it is D8 of damage. And she'll do those 2 squares there. Now, she can't see the Boreworm because it's in cover, and you have to be adjacent to see it. So she'll go on Overwatch with her 5 and go down to a 4, I guess. Hostile group 3, the Guardsmen. We have the various AI cards right over here. They are currently all hidden. We'll start at the right and go left. So the first guy is the Flamer. 16, while hidden, is a charge. So that would be a 1, 2. Does he burn to death? No, he does not. Charge is a double move, so I guess it would also be boom. Does he burn to death? Nope. But doesn't attack. Let me double check that actually, because he did Move towards the closest explorer, then attack. If there's no explorers closest, move towards them. Okay, yeah, it doesn't attack. Sergeant! Hide, or hold, sorry. Lasgun guy. 19 while hidden is a charge. Well, he's going to go 1, 2, 1, so he's got 2 chances to burn to death. Nope. Nope. Oh, bad rolls today. Okay, he lived. Next square. A 5 while hidden is a sneak. He can go 1, because then he'd be seen, so he can't go any further. Next guy, 17, that's a charge. That'd be a 1, 2, and then he can't get any closer. Does he burn to death? Yes, he does. There he goes. And then the last guy. Oh, her overwatch would have triggered on one of them. I'll do that in a second. A sneak, he moves forward 1 square. So her overwatch, she'll just do a chain blade, point blank. A wound, that's fine. We'll wound him, because why not? Now, that is their turn. Next is the boarworm infestation, who is engaged. A 12 while engaged, sorry, close I mean, is a charge, and it's going to attack. I believe they attack 3 times, but it's with a d6. I'm going to say he walks onto the fire, because it could kill him. It did not, it wounded him. Wait, how many wounds did boarworms have? 3, yeah. Surprisingly tanky. So he's going to attack 3 times, we'll just roll these both. And then 1 more. He got a normal wound on Pious Vorn. Does she block it? She does not. She took a normal wound from an itty bitty worm. How embarrassing. Alright, now it's over to UR. Alright, UR is going to move 2. That's 1 + 1 for the bionic legs. So he's going to go 1, 2. Still can't see anything because of the passing over no man's land. So he's going to have to get him point blank, I think. Well, no, not necessarily. He could do that and then spend his 5 to fire twice. So he's going to go 1, 2 and fire, starting with the guardsman that's wounded at range 2, which is a d12. First shot. Oh, an explosive shell lets him do it on the same tile if he need be. 1 wound. He'll kill the guardsman that's wounded, and his explosive rounds will be used on the same tile, starting with the flamer. That's a wound on the flamer, and then the boarworm infestation is dead. So he's gone, and that wound can just convert to right over there. And then that's all his dice, so he's done. Hostile Group 1 is a bunch of hidden Urgles, whose card is also over here. They're fairly dangerous if they can get in close. Start with the one by himself. 18 while hidden is a charge, and they move 3. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 1. Next one. 17, that would be a charge. 1, 2, 3, 1. 20 is a rush. Move towards the closest explorer, then charge. 1, 2, 3, 1, and then he would attack. So they attack 3 times, and it's d8s. 2 rolls, so a crit and nothing, and his 3rd hit was a crit. Oh dear, so she's got to defend against 2 crits. She brought both down to normal wounds. That's not good. Pious Vorn, what's happened? You've got 3 normal wounds, you need to do mad recovery rolls. Oh, could have used the Destiny. Well, either way. 1 more Urgo left. Forgot about the Destiny dice on her turn. A 20 is a rush, but he can't get close enough, I think. 1, 2, 3, and then it would be a charge. 1, 2. He can get close enough, but he might burn to death. Took a wound. Oops. Get in there. And, well, yeah, he also attacks 3 times then. A wound and nothing, and a wound. She blocked 1 and took another normal wound. So she only has Destiny dice to play with until she heals herself. That's very, very bad. Very bad indeed. And now after them it's over to Janice to try and bring something back from this. He's going to have to spend 2 to move 4. And go 1, 2, 3, 4. And start cutting. He's going to do flurry of attacks. He's going to do 3 of them. First attack on the wounded guardsman. Second attack on the wounded guardsman. Oh, come on. Third attack on the wounded guardsman. Dead. Splat. Take that away. He is then going to spend his 5 to do 2 more on the wounded Urgle. Urgle is dead. Oh, didn't do inspire points. Quickly do inspire. It only really matters. Where's my Blackstone dice? There it is. Only really matters for Pious Vorn. Nope, nowhere close. So he could spend the... He can't really walk on the fire. He'll spend the 2 and the 5 on the board to move on to Pious Vorn's square and then attack twice into the Urgles with his sword with flurry of attacks. Nothing, and killed one. He will then use his new Splinter Pistol. Exhaust this card to take the following action. At range 1 it's 2d6. One failed attack roll can be re-rolled. He'll take the crit and kill another one. I also totally forgot Pious Vorn, of course, had her Dark Age weapon, but too late now. So, there's still a 3 on the board. I think I'm going to wait for Amlin's turn. Yeah, let's move 4 and then go from there. 1, 2, 3, 4. She can see the Urgle, but she can't see the Guardsman. She'll take a cover ignoring re-rollable pot shot at the Urgle, which is 2d8s, re-rolling. Killed it. So it's been splatted. Then I guess she'll just move because it's end of turn, so she'll have 8 movement and go 1, 2 and wait there. And then that is going to be the end of the turn, so we need an end of turn event. A 7 is not dead yet. An Urgle is going to come back there, and I assume that will trigger the Infernal roll because it's not been past his turn yet. He lived, so he is still alive and he is still there. A new round begins with Destiny Dice, of which we lose 2 1s, but that's okay because Pious Vorn needs all these because otherwise she isn't doing anything. Let's just roll activation dice. Let's go for 4 of Janice's, 5, 5, 2, 6, 4 of Amelin's. Oh, 1, 2, oh that was a 2 and knocked it. 1, 2, 2, 1. UR gets 4, 3, 2, and Vorn gets nothing. Simple enough. Let's see the order of activations. We actually want Vorn going late because that means her Inferno stays on the ground, because it doesn't disappear until her next turn. And it looks like she is going late. How late is it? It could actually be last. Second last. I'll take that, that's fine. And then last is the Urgles. Not the Urgles, sorry, that is the Guardsman. Alright, so Janice is going first. He's immediately going to cut the Urgle. Wounded it. I guess that's a start. He will also spend his 5 to do it 2 more times. 2 more times. Another wound. Do they have 2 or 3? They have 3 wounds. He'll fire his Splinter Pistol at it point blank. He got the other wound, he killed it. Ridiculous that it took that much. The Urgle is gone. Long live the Urgle. He will then move for his 5 and go 1, 2 into this square in the center with cover, and he will search it. Because we're not doing a side mission, we can go back to searching icons. Isn't that nice? He found a clue. We already have, so we still have 1 in the bank, so that's 2. And then we need 2 more to take on the last stronghold, assuming this is a success. Which, given Vorn's current condition, is less likely, but hey. So, does the Boreworm Infestation come back? Nope. Do the Urgles come back? Nope. Go straight to UR. Now, he's going to move... let's see. He's going to spend the 4+, which would make him a 2 move, but then his legs make him a 3. Let's go 1, 2, 3 into the same square so you can see the Guardsman, and then he's going to take a pot shot, just with... yeah, he doesn't have a 4+, so it's going to have to be a single shot, but you can explosive ammunition it into the Guardsman. He killed one, explosive ammunition on the same square. He wounded one. Yeah, they're not on cover. Oops. Pay no attention to the disconnecting sections. He's got a 2 left, so he's going to fire again. Killed it. Leaving just the Sergeant alive with his 3 wounds. Now Amlin will hopefully finish him off. She'll move 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. and then stab him point blank. Once or twice, depending on what it takes to get the job done. That's a wound. She's going to do it again. She got the job done. Goodbye. So now it is Vorn's turn, so the Inferno disappears. The fire dissipates and vanishes. She's immediately going to do 3 vitality rolls by spending all the destiny dice. So 3 chances to recover a wound. First chance. Nothing. Second chance. She can recover 1 of them. Third chance. She can... Good grief. She got rid of 1. It's a start. Do any of the guardsmen come back? No. And then it is end of turn event. A 1. All is dust. If any discovery markers are still on the battlefield, the leader must discard 1. Okay. This is going. Because we're trying to get out at number 3 if it isn't obvious. New round. So we have another new round. We lose 2 1s again, which is a little odd, and then we keep a 3 4 5, which Vorn obviously desperately needs. We're just looking to get out this turn, ideally, 1 6 1 6, ideally with 1 more looting and healing as much as possible of Vorn's damage. She does get a free vitality check at the end of the combat, but obviously being healed prior to that would be great. She gets to roll 1 die. Oh, it's a 1. Good. Let's see the turn order. Vorn is going first. That's okay, actually. Then Janice. Then Hostile Group 3, which is the Guardsman. Then Amelin. You are 25. Hostile Group 2. And then this is obviously Hostile Group 1. Okay, that's fine. So, Vorn, what you doing? Let's do a vitality roll with your 1. I'm going to say that is a heal. So she healed 1. She's going to... Let's see, Janice can make it. She's going to spend the 3 to move 3. 1, 2, 3. She isn't getting out this turn though. She'll do another vitality roll for the 4. Nothing. She'll spend the 5 and do another vitality roll. She critted. She can get rid of 2. She is back to full health. Thank goodness for that. Janice's turn is super simple. He's going to move 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then he's going to spend one of his 6s to call the elevator and overwatch with the other one. Simple as that. So we'll just do this and then flip this over, and it is now the escape route for the floor. He could technically have walked in, but as I say, Pius can't get in this turn, so he'll overwatch because it's more useful. Then we get to see if any of the guardsmen come back. This is the important one. They do not. Amelin gets to go. She's going to move, loot, move, overwatch. Simple as that. She's going to move on to that, loot it, move into the elevator, overwatch out of it, even though it probably won't matter. And she has found Archaeotech worth 1. We actually do get a shopping trip at the end of this if we defeat the Stronghold, so it might matter. Then it is over to UR. He needs to haul, so that would be 3 movement because it's more than a 4. 1, 2, 3, and then 2, 2. 1, 2. That's fine. Does the boarworm infestation come back? Yes. No. 3. Does any of the Urgos come back? No. That is end of round then. End of round event. 18 is heroic effort. She could have got a free inspire. Well, we still have to go into a new round. Sorry, I said inspire there. What I meant was vitality roll. We lose the 6s. It's not going to matter. Oh, we lose the 2s as well for that matter. It's not going to matter as long as Vorn goes early, and so does Janice. Let's just quickly check that. Well, there's Vorn. Hostile Group 3. Janice. Let's just see if Hostile Group 3 comes back. 5, they don't. So we're just going to end the combat there because they both go before anyone else. They are going to clamber into the elevator and we are going to carry on our descent down to find the Deathmaze. And Vorn is back to full health, so she doesn't require any vitality rolls. So let's just get this cleaned away and draw another card. Alright, the team is back in the elevator. Good job, guys. Vorn almost died. Let's see what we are pulling from the adventuring pile now. It is the other combat. That means there's just 2 challenges left in there. Although challenges can have combats as well, if it's the ambush ones. So this is it's a base game one, and it only has 2 encounters. Okay. Oh, didn't clean these up after the last one. Knew I was forgetting something. So Hostile Group 1 in this new combat is 7 Traitor Guardsmen, full squad, and Hostile Group 2 is 3 Negavolt cultists, and they are barring our way further into Deathmaze. We'll get this set up. So the combat is set up. Let's just give you a fly over here. So here's the Guardsmen here. Perfect chance for Vorn to inspire. The Negavolt cultists over here. And, oh, I actually totally forgot to put in the exits, but they're all the way over here, and this is kind of crushing the cards a little bit. This is a very long level. I'll get those in between takes. Anyway, let's start first round of combat. The 2s go away. We have a 1, 5, and a 6 on the Destiny board. Let's just roll dice while we're here as well. Also, I'll have to pull out 2, 2, 1, 1. I'll have to pull out the 3 and 4 combat groups when we draw the initiative deck, because I shuffled those back in. 1, 1, 4, 3. 1, 2, 4. And Vorn back to full power. We'll take that roll. 1, 2, 3, 3. Well, maybe full power was a bit of an exaggeration. Let's see what kind of order we're getting. Also, Group 4 does not exist, so that goes away. I is Vorn. Also, Group 3 does not exist. You are 25. Janice Drake, good. Order is looking nice so far. Hostile Group 1, so that's the Guardsmen. And then Amelin, and then finally the Cultists. The Cultists are less important. Vorn getting inspired is what's important here. And speaking of which, she's going first, so she's going to move 3 for a start. Go 1, 2, 3. And then, what does she need for her Cleansing Flames? It's a 6. Oh, it's a 6. There's a 6 on the board. Alright, 6 on the board. Boom. On this square. First guy. Dead. Second guy. Dead. Because of the crit there. Third guy. Dead. She just inspired. Burn! They burned. It's just, she's got the 2, the 3, and the 3. But she killed 3 people in a single Cleansing Flame. So she's back, baby. And then she's gonna... Well, they're in cover, so she has to keep using her Flamer ideally. She'll just keep on using her Vindicator Flamer. They're all range 2 or 3 away from her. So it's double D8s each time. She'll do 1 on the single. Oops. Swatted that a bit further away than I thought. This is revenge for the last fight. Dead. Burned. Then she will do it on the square again. On the new square, that is. Nothing. She'll Bionic that to reroll it. Once per turn she can do that. Nothing again. Burn them again. Wounded one of them. Let's wound the Flamer. Then let's also spend... Yeah, we're going to go all in. 5 to do it again. Wounded. Killed him. And then finally the 1 off the board to do it one last time. She killed one of them. So she killed 6 of 7 guardsmen, so that's 14 wounds. Oh wait, was the sergeant in there? The sergeant was in there, so it's 15 wounds. She inspired, well rather she got an inspire point. That might be important, although I did forget to spend those last time when we were doing that side quest. So now it's UR's turn. He's going to move 3. 1, 2, 3. He'll move 1, well 2 technically, and then close combat. 1, double D8s. Killed him. Goodbye, guardsmen. So now our path is clear, we just need to loot and get past them. But the Negavolt cultists are fast, so that's something to worry about. It's Janice next. He's going to scoot and loot. Oh, he can't, he doesn't have dice that are high enough. Fine, he'll move 6. And go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, 6. And then he'll move 2 more. Why not? 1, 2. He'll start moving towards the exit. Then we get to see if any of the guardsmen come back. They do not, because it's not a 3. Then it's Amelin's turn. She's going to move 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. She's going to move 4 again, and then loot, and then move 4. So 1, 2, and then loot. She has looted a clue. I'll just put that there for now because there's stuff in the way. That means they're 1 clue shy, and then she moves 4 again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now that does put Vorn in a tricky position again, in terms of the Negavolt cultists, whose card I do not have ready. Where are they? I'm going to look for it. Card found will go from left to right. A 20 is a rush. 1, 2, 1. A rush is a attack then, yeah. So he is attacking her. And they ignore cover, no defense rolls, and let's see, hang on. Oh yeah, and they can ignores cover, in addition no defense. So it's just a straight up 1 roll. Wounded her. A normal wound. And next one. A 6, while they can be seen as other. Charge. And they move 3. 1, 2, 3, 1. 7, also charge. 1, 2, 3, 1. So they are on her, and they are after her. She took a wound, but she lived. End of turn event. A 19. Heroic effort. She gets to do a free vitality roll. She succeeded, so she actually just healed that wound. Perfect. Alright, let's see if we can get Vorn out of this sticky situation. We lose the 2s and we lose the 6s. We don't want to save the Destiny dice yet. We need that for the maze itself. Let's roll activation dice for Janice. What is with all the doubles I'm rolling today? That is... I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Alright, 1, 3, 5, 6. There's some non-duplicative numbers. And then you are 2, 5, 6. Good rolls. And then Vorn is still at 4 because of that heal there. 1, 1, 4, 5. And the initiative order is you are 25. Hostile group 2, that's bad. Amelin. Hostile group 1 if they come back. Janice. And then obviously Vorn at the end, which is where we don't want her. Janice will attempt his free gambit. He can swap with someone adjacent. He will swap with hostile group 1 just because. That is tricky. How many volts? How many volts? How many wounds do they have? They have 2 wounds. UR is going to have to forgo going towards where the exits are to help Vorn. Yeah. No doubt about it. He's going to fire 3 times, and that means he also gets to double up his explosions. At range 2 or 3, it's still a d12 either way. He's going to fire at the square with 2 of them. First shot is a wound, unless they shrug it on a 20. Or less, as a 16, that's fine. Second shot, same one obviously. Killed him, so he's gone. And then, oh sorry, unless he shrugs it, he does not. Third shot is a wound, unless they shrug it. 18 with someone next to him, he has 1 next to him, so it would be 19 or 20, so no that does not, he takes a wound. Over there, and then he'll spend his 5 to do it twice on the same wounded guy, just to try and guarantee the kill. There's the kill. Yep. Vorn, you are lucky. This robot has an empathy chip. There is still 1 cultist left alive. He'll shoot at it once. He's killed it unless it shrugs. So lucky. And then he's going to borrow the 1 off the board to move 2. 1 plus his bionic muscles. 1, 2, you have to go round to get into here because of that wall there. So he's made a little bit of progress, but not nearly as much. But that is the board cleared as far as enemies go. Do the cultists come back? No, they do not. That's a 5. Amelin, she is going to move 4 and call the elevator. 1, 2, call the elevator, which I've got over here. And then she'll walk in, because why not? She might as well overwatch. I don't think it's going to achieve anything, but she will overwatch. And then Janice, he's just going to walk in with the 6 required. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's done. Hostile group 1, do any of the guardsmen come back? No, they do not. Vorn, you've got a haul, you know what. So she's going to move 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. She's actually in, but there's going to be another turn because you are stayed still to save her, basically. She would have been ripped to shreds. End of turn event. 17. Inspiration. We'll give you our inspiration point. He earned it. He was a hero there. 1 of the 3 required. So a new round begins. We lose the 2s and we keep a 1, 3, 4, which is what UR needs to get out. It matters when he goes, so let's just check that. He's going second, we're out. We don't need to worry about reinforcements. What would he have rolled, although he can just spend the Destiny dice? Yeah, that's 3, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, he's in. They are out. We know that the last 2 exploration cards waiting for us are challenges. Alright, we're back in the elevator. Let's see what the first challenge is. Oh no, it is an isolated one. Resolve this challenge in the same way as the combat with the following changes. Shuffle the explorer cards and deal out 1. And then you have 3 hostile groups where you can only fit as many things in the squares as can fit in 1 square. So no more than 3 basically. Well, before we see who is going to be, because I haven't shuffled those cards, let's see what the 3 enemies are. The Amble. That's just not fair, because you'd have to solo kill the Amble. So let's just not do that, because that's ridiculously unfair. That would be a... Okay, let's just... That's still pretty bad. And then... Oh, Traitor's Command card. It was almost the Commissar and the Ogren, which also would have been very bad. Instead, it is Guardsman and Guardsman. That's still really bad, though. Before we do the Isolated Challenge, I want to just see if the last one is... Oh, it's another Traitor Command card. It is one we can just do, because then this will be how we end the video. In Leader Order, each Explorer can take a weapon action as if they were attacking a hostile visible to them at range of 1. The first Explorer to score a critical hit draws the Discovery card. If none of the Explorers succeed, their attempts have failed and they leave them behind. Okay. Point blank range, we're just doing this one real quickly to get out of the way. Janus just got a crit. He got a Discovery card. Archaeotech worth 1. I don't even know if he has room for that after the mission, we'll have to see. Okay, so that's Abandoned Crates done. We shall see... Well, actually, let's do this on camera to see who gets caught. Now, obviously, those 2 are there. We're just going to spread these out and mix them up a little bit. So I don't know who's where, and it'll just be the first Explorer I draw. I'm not sure who I want it to be. Let's go with this card. Janus. Okay. So here's old Janus after he accidentally wandered off and has found himself stuck with the following enemies. Again, you only deploy as many that can fit in 1 hex. Negative colorless are large, so there's only 2. 3 guardsmen there and there. And we do Destiny Dice. There's no end of turn events. There's no looting. If he goes down... Oh no, he only gets 1 Destiny Dice. That's really bad. If he goes down, it just ends. 5-5-1-4. And we are going to use some of his gear here because I do not want him to be heavily wounded for us getting to the vault. So, we need to see when he's going though, but he is going to try and do his free gambit. That's the one plus side of it being him, I suppose. Hostile Group 1, so that is the Cultists, which are exactly what he does not want to go. Hostile Group 2 is 1 group of the Guardsmen. Oh, don't be last. Oh, he is last. It's actually in order, 1, 2, 3, Janus. Okay, well, he's going to try his free gambit. He can swap with adjacent, that's something. So he'll do that, I guess. Plus side he's in cover at least, but yeah, this is bad. Does he want to... Can you spend to pay, try another gambit? I'm going to try, I'm not actually sure if you can do that, but I'm going to try and spend one of his dice to do a gambit. You can trade again. Presumably that's okay as long as you spend the dice, right? If it isn't, tough. It's being done. The negative Cultists still get to go though, and that's the worst part because they ignore cover and you start deployed in cover. They are all other because they're not engaged and not hidden. 5 while other charge, so he's going to attack. The other guy's going to charge as well. Look, it's all charge. Or recharge, but that'll become a charge because he's full health. Yes. Well, it's an advance, but same difference at that range. So they're both hitting him once. They both ignore cover. 1 crits him, 1 hits him. Ignores cover and doesn't make saves. So it doesn't matter that he spent a die then, because he just took that. I guess I should swap them because that'd be the one that might disappear. Now technically he's going to get a free vitality thing because the abandoned crates happens after this. I just did it to get it out of the way. As if he lives. We'll see. So now it's Janus's turn. He's immediately going to discard the plasma bomb. Discard, you have to spend a 1+, he'll spend a 3 off the board. Range 3, pick a hex, it's visible to the explorer, and in range all hostiles in the hex suffer 1 grievous wound. Let's see if they ignore the damage. Presumably they get to roll on that. They do not. They're gone. There's no reinforcement rolls either, so they're just gone. But so is that plasma bomb. It is discarded. Now, what is he going to do? He could move and melt a bomb if he's that worried about dying. No, because he's got some free attacks. Let's move. And he goes there, and he's going to hit those 3. He's going to start with the splinter pistol. You can re-roll 1. And he got nothing, which is great. He's got a mammoth tusk blade. What does this do? Discard it to deal 1 wound to an adjacent hostile. That might matter. He'll spend the 5 to attack twice. Nothing. And a crit. He killed 1. So he killed him. He'll discard the tusk blade just to deal 1 damage to the grenade guy. Just to get rid of it. Clear up his inventory a little bit. So it's 1 damage to him. Is there anything else he can do? He's spent all available dice, so no there isn't. No there is not. Alright, well, Hostile Group 2 is this group here. They are both engaged because he's point blank. Grenade guy who's wounded. Fall back. He's stuck. Other guy, that was very lucky. Engaged. Onslaught. He's attacking twice and he is pistol and melee weapon. That's not good. First attack is a hit. Second attack is a hit. Genesis' defense is vitality. First defense roll. Nothing. Second defense roll. Oops. Second defense roll is a crit. So he took 1 normal wound and then he blocked the other one. Still not great though. Other hostile group, which are probably about to finish him off. They can see him, they're 2 away, they're close. 17. Onslaught with a pistol at range 1, 2, 3 is a d6. So it's 2 attacks. 1 hit, of course. Does he block it? He does. Then the flamer guy, 11 while engaged. Sorry, close. Charge. Point blank with the flamer is... oh no. D12. It's a normal hit. He can block it. He did block it. Lasgun guy. Onslaught. Yeah, you can see him. Range 1, 2, 3 with a lasgun. Attacking twice. Nothing and a crit. He brought the crit down to a normal wound. He only has destiny dice and there's no end of turn event. Is this the end of Zombie Shakespeare? By which I mean Janus Drake. He loses the 3s. He has a 1, 2 and a 4 to work with and that's it. Hostile Group 2 is going... I think he's going to go down. Doesn't necessarily mean he dies, but he's going down. And Hostile Group 1. Well, sorry, Hostile Group 1 shouldn't even be in there because they're all dead and they don't come back in this event. He'll try his free gambit and my goodness he needs it. He can go anywhere. He's going to swap with Hostile Group 2. So, how do you do this? He'll do his free splinter pistol into the sergeant. Critted and killed him. That's his 1 turn gone. What could he do with hellfire shells? What are these? Discard before making an attack. Make the attack roll normally, then make attack rolls with the same weapon against all other hostiles in the same hex or adjacent. It's a one-time use of the explosives he's got. Well, that would be nice and all. He'll spend the 4 to attack twice. And he'll attack the flamer twice. First hit, wounded. Second hit, killed. That leaves him with a 2 and a 1. Ideally what needs to happen, he needs to kill him and then use the 2 to move into cover. That's the only way I can see him surviving this. So he'll spend either one, it's just an attack. Don't mess this up. He killed him. Only needed a hit as well, but that's fine. So then he'll spend the 2 of the Destiny board to cowering cover. Hostile Group 2 is dead, so it's just Hostile Group 3 that's alive. You can take these away because you don't need to, or you can't loot in this event either. So it's just into those 2. They can see him at range 1, 2, 3, 4. So that would actually be other currently, because it's range 2 to 3 for close. 10 for the lasgun guy at other. Aim. So he's going to fire cover, ignoring shot. Ooh, I wanna say a bad word. Ooh. Alright, he missed, thank goodness. Other guy. A 2. Hopefully that's a hold. It's an advance. Move and attack. 1, 2. He is shooting into cover at range 2 with a pistol, which is a D6. He lives to fight another turn. Alright, let's see what we're getting. No! No, we would lose them all. Have to use the ability to keep Destiny Dice. Have to. Do we get to use it? Oh, I don't remember. Hang on, let me check the Spindle Drone virus. Does it cancel on a 20? It does! I thought it was a 110-15. It's a 110 or a 20. Oh no! The ship ability doesn't kick in, which I think means you can attempt to use it again. But for this turn, Janus can't do anything. Well, actually, no, that's not true. He can do one thing, and of course he's going first. He can do one thing because it doesn't require any action dice. He can fire his Splinter Pistol at range 2, which is 2d6 still. Can we roll one of them? Janus. I mean, it's not his fault the Destiny Dice are bad, but that's okay. So he's close, let's do him first. 5 while close, onslaught. Pistol at close range is a D8. No, D6 at range 2. 2 D6s. The crit comes down to a normal hit, but if it gets through, he's dead either way. I didn't actually roll that, so I don't think I can count it. I dropped it. Janus is down. The combat ends. He gets dragged back to the elevator, and then we're going to test to see whether or not he dies. Alright, this hasn't happened for a while, so I had to look it up again. If a character goes out of action... While the explorer is out of action, none of the actions... Yeah, okay, but what about recovery? Survival of an explorer that is out of action or any long-term effects or injuries that have suffered. Determined during the recovery step of the exploration, which is now. Each player controlling an explorer that's out of action must roll the Blackstone die. Compare it to the number of grievous wounds he's suffered, which I guess is... Oh, grievous wounds? So he's only suffered 1 grievous wound and 3 normal wounds. So as long as I don't roll a 1 then? It's a 16. So what happens then? Roll is equal to or less than the number of grievous wounds. Well, either way, even if you count it as 4, that's still fine. Place the explorer's miniature in the maglev transport with the other explorers, and then you do the vitality roll stuff as normal, presumably. So, Janus, back on your feet after that embarrassment, quite frankly. He gets a vitality roll for completing, and he failed it, and then we did the abandoned crates, so he gets another vitality roll. He heals 1 normal wound. We're going into a lovely little place called the Deathmaze with Janus with 2 wounds and a grievous that he can't get rid of. We have no medkits or anything like that. So yeah, he's just stuck like that. And that is going to conclude part 1 of this adventure to take on the Deathmaze. We'll be in the namesake itself next time, and we'll be having our first showdown with Ordius Malix, the big boss of the base campaign of Blackstone Fortress. Hope you enjoyed this first part. Janus didn't. And also Vorn almost died. But besides that, you are and Amlin had a fun time. See you probably next week for the next part. Ta-ta for now.